consultancy, agency, freelancer, or minimum productizable service. Hello all, Nick Calabro here, and I want to go over what you can learn from the mistakes that consultants, freelancers, and agencies are making every single day, and a huge hole in their problem, and really the future of this entire kind of service-based industry and how you can benefit from it. Now, before I really get into it, I need you to understand some emotions with me first. I want you to close your eyes and imagine that you are absolutely starving. Okay, you haven't eaten all day. It is, 6, 7 p.m. You skipped breakfast. You missed lunch. Okay, you are absolutely starving. Okay, you have a full-on, very obvious need that needs to be fulfilled. And essentially, we know what that is. It's hunger, right? You need to quench your hunger. Now, you have two options presented to you. Okay, you can either quickly go to the nearest fast food restaurant. Okay, you can eat food, you can enjoy it, right? Maybe you enjoy it. Let's also imagine that you enjoy fast food, right? A lot of, I can already see the comments coming in. Nick, I would never eat any of that garbage in my life. Okay, no, I'm actually a huge, I absolutely love Wendy's personally. So, you relish in this fast food anyway. You can go there, you can eat, you can enjoy it. Okay, the other option would be that your friend is a Michelin star, 5-star chef. Okay, they're in the city. You got to travel over there. You have to make your way over there. You have to go through all these hoops. You have to struggle to get over there. It's going to be a much better meal, right? You're going to have a fantastic experience there. Everything is going to be curated. You're going to be with cloth napkins. It's going to be nice and bright and fancy and comfortable. And the food is going to be absolutely exquisite, right? It's going to be a much better experience. You are going to have a very unique experience from this restaurant over something like fast food, right? But ultimately, let's think back again to what we're really trying to solve. You're just hungry. You don't really care what you're eating, okay? And in fact, in some cases, the 5-star restaurant is going to give you less of a portion than what you can get. Obviously, the value for the amount of food. You just want to eat. You just want to be a glut for a few minutes and absolutely have all the food that you possibly can to quench your hunger. So let me ask you, which one are you going to do? Are you going to jump through all these hoops, not eat until 10 p.m., because you decided that you wanted to kind of have that experience of a very fancy restaurant? Or are you going to indulge and just enjoy the fast food because it's easy, it's do-it-yourself, you serve yourself, okay, it's much less expensive. Okay, what option are you actually going to take? Now, when I was running my agency, I had this problem presented to my clients every single day. They wanted Wendy's. I was forcing them to have Per Se. Okay, Per Se is a very fancy restaurant over here in New York. And they did not want that. They did not care about that. They didn't want the 5-star Michelin star. They didn't want that. They just wanted to eat. Okay? And I was saying, no, stop. You don't want a lousy hamburger. You don't want something that's, been laying there for a couple hours. You want something much more unique. You want something very special. You want something that's also 1,000 times the price. It turns out they did not want that. Now, this entire story, I just explained to you the difference between a minimum productizable service and an agency. Okay, an agency is going to serve you the nonsense. An agency is going to have the fluff. An agency is going to sell you on everything else that you do not want, when in reality, you just want to eat. Okay, you want the Wendy's, and an agency is trying to serve you something much more unique and extravagant. Now, there is a time and a place for the fancy restaurants. Okay? Some customers do want that. But those businesses are much more difficult to build. What's easier? Grilling something that is a franchised burger that is just simple to open up, package, build, and serve? Okay? Or is it easier to actually build something that is so renowned as a Michelin star restaurant? Okay, think about it. What is easier for you to start right now? What can you actually build today? You can't build the 5-star restaurant right now, but you can certainly build a hot dog stand, and you can make even more money with that, okay, because the market for people buying hot dogs is much more than the market for people going to these fancy restaurants, jumping through all these hoops, going through all this nonsense to spend $1,000 on a piece of shrimp. So which are you going to be? Now, I'll also tell you, it's very easy to go to the $1,000 shrimp from the hot dog stand because you're at least cash flowing, right? You have that revenue coming in. Going for the $1,000 piece of shrimp business model immediately, you're going to end up having a very bad time. Okay, consider for a moment the benefit of keeping it simple and serving something that's very easily sold and very easily packaged and delivered. That is the minimum productizable service, and that is what you can turn any skill that you're doing right now into and serve to just about anybody. I've seen this be done with advertising, with copywriting, with videography, with video editing, with fashion consulting, with accounting, with arts and crafts, okay? Just like any fast food restaurant can exist, any minimum productizable service can exist. So just 1 second here, and I'm also going to tell you why an MPS is much better than being just a traditional freelancer. Are you enjoying this? Are you digging this? Well, prove it and hit subscribe for some more. Now, the freelancer model, man, don't even get me started on this. It's so backwards. It is so convoluted. It is so messed up. I don't understand why anybody would ever want to be a freelancer without building out the minimum productizable service back end on it, okay? You are leaving so much money on the table, and you are giving yourself 10 times more work than is ever necessary, than it ever has any right to even have. So let me explain. When you're a freelancer, right, you're offering a minimum productizable service, right? You're saying, I'm going to give you this quantifiable result. I'm going to do this amount of work in however many hours in this. You're packaging it up the same way that we teach how to build productized services, right? You're almost doing the same thing, but you're also selling as if you were an agency, right? Because you have to make this person trust you. You have to go through the hoops of getting this person to believe in what you can do. People aren't just hiring freelancers because they think that they can get, no, you have to prove yourself, okay? And most freelancers, the ones that I see at least, are not going about selling their services properly at all. They're trying to sell themselves as if they're unique. But no, buddy, you're selling the same thing that everybody else is selling. Why am I going to buy from you over somebody else? The issue with freelancers is that they have not turned what they're doing into a PPP, a predictably profitable passion, okay? Maybe they're passionate about what they're doing, but it's not predictable. And it's not even profitable, okay? Because they're selling it in the wrong structure, and they're not keeping their clients on because it takes too much time and energy and money to even sell it in the first place. They may as well be an agency, but just not even as good nor as effective and make way less money. They are doing all the energy an agency would do, but just 10 times worse altogether. Now, if you found this video helpful, I would love to show you a little bit more about how I built my productized service and how I've been helping other people build out productized services that are supplementing their entire incomes, and people are replacing their agencies with their productized service. It's exactly what I did. I had my agency, I turned it into a productized service, and it grew 4 times larger than my agency was ever even projected to do, right? So this model is the model of the 20s, and I'm very, very eager to show you how it's done. Please click below whatever medium we're on, and you can walk into my training where I'm going to show you exactly how we did this. So, thank you very much. I'm Calabro. Now, get to work.